Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Shadow Gaming. We got the daily targeted loot allocation for May 27th, 2020. Let's get this thing started. We got Wyvernware in DZ West, Gloves at DZ South, and Circle of Concern in DZ East. So, starting in DZ West, the Wyvernware is what the Claws Out set is. Now, I would prefer holsters be in DZ West, but it is a Wyvernware set. So if you're looking for the Claws Out and you've been unable to get it in the light zone, sometimes I even hear that it's still only available in the dark zone. I can never get a solid answer on this. If you guys know, comment in the comment section below, please. Because as far as I remember, I got my Claws Out holster in the light zone, and I got it around the time I wasn't even going into the dark zone. And when I go on Reddit or other forums or anything else about the Division 2, I never can get a solid answer on this. Some people say they get in the light zone, some people say they get in the dark zone, or both. But it for sure drops in the dark zone, and it is a Wyvernware set. So if you want to check that out, try to grab it. It may not be holsters, but it is here if you're looking to grab it. Also, gloves. If you're looking for the death grips, that gives you 10% status effects. It's always going to be maxed out like any named item. So if you're looking for the death grips, DZ South is a good place to get it to drop. The only place to get it to drop. You got skill attachments in West End and Federal Emergency Bunker. It's not really too big. From now on, I'm going to be doing recommendations for also what to farm for in Title Update 10. So my number one right now is gear sets in the Federal Triangle. I'd recommend going and seeing Gamey Daddy's ongoing directive buffs for the PTS. Now, I've tried this myself with the Bullet King. I've tried this with the Imperial Dynasty and ongoing directive. I've tried this with the Coyote Mask and a piece of Providence. I've tried ongoing directive with the Bullet King and the Pestilence. Now, with ongoing directive with the Pestilence or Bullet King, it's insane. I mean, you just shred through missions. It reminds me a lot of Predator's Mark from the Division 1. You just constantly make enemies bleed. And the bleed is strong. The gun is strong. It's constantly giving you so much bleed ammo and making all the NPCs around you bleed. If you're not shredding them from hitting them while they're bleeding, or they're bleeding to death while you're killing another NPC, I don't know, you know, like that's going to be a top tier DPS talent right when TU10 comes out, unless they nerf it, but I don't think they are. I agree with Gamey Daddy. I think they're finally letting us feel powerful. Here's holsters in Downtown East, so if you are looking for the Claws Out holster, I would honestly start trying in the dark zone if you haven't been able to get it to drop yet. But if you've had it drop in the light zone, or you're still trying for it, you got 4 control points there. So definitely check that out as well. But I'm starting to get convinced that it doesn't drop in the light zone. I haven't even been able to get it to drop in the past few days. So I might start switching all that stuff up. We also got assault rifles at Jefferson Trade Center. So this is where the Chameleon can drop, a custom P416, and a military AKM, a FAMAS, a F2000. Those are all top tier assault rifles in TU10. And, you know, when you see them fire on the PTS, you're going to see a huge difference, and they're going to be worth it to run. So definitely check out Jefferson Trade Center and look for those assault rifles that I just mentioned. Also, District Union Arena has submachine guns. There's some great submachine guns out. I know the highest one that's changed is the Tommy gun. I've tried it on the PTS and it's just still not worth it. There's too many restrictions on it, no mods on the gun, so I wouldn't even farm for that. But I would farm for the MP7, the MPX, all the Vector variants. Those are going to be buffed and top tier SMGs. Got Petro Defense Group and Judiciary Square if you're looking for contractors gloves, or you can always farm for them in the DZ. And I don't see gloves anywhere else in DC. But we got knee pads at Manning National Zoo if you're looking for the Fox Pair knee pads. The light machine guns moved from Downtown West to Constitutional Hall today. So you've got at least 3 control points to farm for the Pestilence, Good Times, Negev, all those good light machine guns. There's also shotguns in Foggy Bottom. So definitely go check that out for the Sweet Dreams. You do have 1, 2, 3 control points here. So yeah, all you got today is the Foggy Bottom area if you're looking for the Sweet Dreams, or if you're looking for the I think it's like the custom M870 and the Super Marine 90 and all those are going to be top tier shotguns in Title Update 10. So definitely check those out as well. Oh, perfect. All right, so there's light machine guns at Tidal Basin Stronghold. So you're going to want to farm here probably. I would farm both, Constitutional Hall and Tidal Basin. All right, guys, now let's move on over to rifles at Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial is always fast and easy to run. You can knock it out. Now, if you're looking for a good rifle, the best rifles are the UIC mod. That got heavily increased. The MK17 and the M1A definitely went down, but the M1A is still worth it. I still use it in the PTS, and I also use the now the one that I use is the M1A CQB. That's the best one that you're going to want to be able to get. So I would start farming for an M1A CQB. I would farm for that. And you can get the 1886. It did get a buff as well. And at Bank Headquarters. Okay, Bank Headquarters, we got the marksman rifles targeted loot. This is where the Nemesis drops. Especially if you guys were able to go to Grand Washington Hotel and get the blueprint. You can always craft it, and once you craft it, you can farm here all day and get it again. Or if you aren't able to craft it and you don't have the blueprint, which I suppose most of you probably don't, it's kind of a long quest to get these, then I would just go over here and farm for it. It's an invaded mission with Black Tusk. It's more likely to drop. It's going to have a higher drop rate chance. Overlord Ornaments at Grand Washington Hotel. If you're looking for the Foxfire knee pads and don't want to do Manning National Zoo, I'd recommend Grand Washington Hotel over Manning National Zoo. I like Camp White Oak, but not Manning National Zoo, really. That seems about it. We got Providence Defense at Air and Space Museum. I always recommend farming this, and like I said, in Title Update 10, it's still a top tier DPS set. It's still the best one. It's better than that Walker other one, the Walker and Harris and Co. It's still better than that one, so I would go and run this and get what you need with Providence Defense. And we got chest pieces at Capitol Building, backpack to Jefferson Plaza. So if you're looking for a good chest piece or backpack, there you go. You got 2 missions right there in the same eastern area, so you can check that out. Remember, gear sets, farm for ongoing directive. It's going to be top tier for sure. And also, Camp White Oak has rifles. I like Camp White Oak. So if you don't want to farm Lincoln Memorial, you can. But I recommend Lincoln Memorial for sure. Let's go check out New York City. We got gear system mods at Financial District, Grupo Sombra at Wall Street, Honda U Corporation at Liberty Island, Siska SRO, Battery Park, Golan Gear at Pathway Park, Assault Rifles at 2 Bridges, Wyvernware at Stranded Tanker, Gila Gear in Civic Center, and Petrol Defense Group at the Tombs. Now, that's going to be the end of the targeted loot video. Except for you have knee pads at White House. I can't believe I missed that. You can farm these 2 control points right here for the Foxfire knee pads. And you got Manning National Zoo. So this is a pretty good targeted loot day. And everything that I mentioned before about Title Update 10, there's a lot of buffs to a lot of weapons. So you got to start farming now to be prepared for Title Update 10. Your builds aren't going to be destroyed. They're just there's gonna be even better ways to make builds now. And the weapons are getting a buff, so there's going to be more diversity in the weapons that we use. Believe it or not, I'm using a lot of different weapons in the PTS, and I'm finishing the missions with them. So you're going to be able to use more variants of weapons, and that's going to be nice. And I don't know. I think that the PTS is going really well. I saw a video with Gamey Daddy this morning about, the PTS. I saw Epic Slayers like ranting about it yesterday, I think it was. I don't know why he was ranting about it. Like, it's a PTS. Like, there's going to be some broken stuff. It's so clear what's wrong with Foundry Bulwark. So it's supposed to repair armor over 10 seconds. It doesn't. It repairs armor every 1 second. It's probably a simple mathematical equation in their programming that they need to fix. It doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do. When it does what it says it's supposed to do, then it'll be fixed. Other than that, I mean, like the ongoing directive thing that I saw in Gamey Daddies, when I tested that, I didn't think it was overpowered either. You feel a little bit more powerful for sure. It's amazing. You guys should try it out if you can get on the PTS. It feels really good to have 4 pieces of ongoing directive. I had the chest, the backpack, the gloves, and the holster, and then a Coyote's mask, and then I don't know, just like I think Foxfire's knee pads or something like that. And Then I switched that to the Imperial Dynasty because it was making it easier for me to just catch enemies on fire, kill them with the Bullet King, and then I would just keep getting that hollow point bullets. And I think with the Bullet King you get 90 of them, and it just makes all the enemies bleed, and it just makes it really easy to shred and burst DPS everything in the missions or control points down. And it's amazing. It's really fun to do. So far the PTS is going pretty good, and I guess State of the Game today will let you guys know all the feedback and everything, and they'll address the Foundry Bulwark thing. So it'll be ridiculous. It'll be like, yeah, it's supposed to be over 10 seconds and it heals you instantly. It'll be so simple probably. So anyway, I think the PTS is going good, and I assume phase 2 will start sometime next week, probably the beginning of next week. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go and keep this video shorter than I wanted to, so I'm not ranting. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like if you enjoy the content. This is Shadow Gaming. Take care, agents. See you in the next video.